man. We back. I got a new mount, so it shouldn't be sliding off, but I appreciate it, man. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Goodfellas Sports TV. I'll make this a two-part video, you dig? Okay, I was just informed a second ago that Gervonta Tank Davis, Vasyl Lomachenko, both were sent offers to fight Devin Haney. Both declined to fight Devin Haney. Okay, so that, you know, Devin Haney ain't just puffing smoke. And I didn't watch Devin Haney versus San Diego, whoever he fought, right? I didn't watch that fight, but somebody, you know, a few of the subs or the commenters said that Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn was puffing smoke because they didn't call out Lomachenko after that. But at the end of the day, if Lomachenko already vacated the belt and avoided him, well, it ain't no real point to call him out no more. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they talk all this shit. All these dudes talk about, oh, I want to fight the best. Oh, I'm the best in the sport of boxing. I'm the future in boxing. I'm pound for pound #1 and blase blah, blase this, blase that. But a lot of y'all favorite fighters, man, and some of my favorite fighters too, these dudes don't want to smoke. And obviously, if Tank refused to go to fight Tevin Farmer, which is a more easier fight for him on his own than Devin Haney, well, we know Tank not going on his own. It's a power struggle. Okay, Tank not going nowhere he don't need to go, especially to fight somebody he don't need to fight. And same for Lomachenko. Lomachenko, you know, him and Luke Campbell, they end up, you know, making it happen for a vacant belt. But I just wish that they would have ordered Devin Haney and Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? And the sanctioned belt bodies never get it right. Now that would have been, you know, Lomachenko didn't want to fight Devin Haney to get the WBC belt, the vacant belt. Then I seen it, but at the end of the day, Devin Haney, not saying that just because he wants to smoke that he gonna beat Tank or he gonna beat Lomachenko. I kind of favor Lomachenko to beat him due to, you know, he way more experienced than Devin. Devin might have been pro longer than him, or, you know, I'm not sure. I know Lomachenko been around for a second, but Lomachenko obviously had more amateur fights. But, you know, just because somebody wants to fight or saying they want to fight, it doesn't mean that, you know, they gonna win. Now you have cases like what Triple G is. Triple G didn't want to fight Derevchenko, Canelo didn't, and then Triple G had to end up fighting him, and you see why he didn't want to fight him. A lot of people thought he lost. So a lot of these dudes are match made, in my opinion. They match made, you know, based on the style they can beat right now, or they do well again. And you'll be surprised going throughout history. This ain't a new generation thing. It's been talks about certain guys like Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. Some of these other guys didn't want to fight the body snatcher Mike McCallum. So I'm not gonna act like what Jay-Z said on verse 44, whatever he called that damn album, 444. He said old dudes act like Tupac didn't have a nose ring too. I'm not even gonna act like the boxers of yesterday didn't make no mistakes. They did. There's guys that got popped for PEDs. And when you talk about PED use and Ortiz, Povetkin, Canelo, Lamont Peterson, guys like that, come on, they not the first and they not the last. Social media just wasn't around, so it don't spread like wildfire. But I definitely you know, felt that if Lomachenko was gonna come back and fight George Kambosos, and you know, before the year was out in Australia, why couldn't he fight Devin Haney to keep the real WBC belt? I don't believe in that franchise crap. Why couldn't he fight Devin? Why he just couldn't fight Devin Haney for the belt? If Devin Haney, all Lomachenko fans saying, I get the Tank in a minute, oh, Devin Haney ain't that good, or Devin Haney a bum, or whatever the situation may be, okay? Well, go ahead and beat him. Prove it to me. Because that'll be his best win at lightweight, in my opinion. Maybe some people say Jorge Linares, but guess what? You the first to beat Devin Haney. Lomachenko wasn't the first to beat Jorge Linares. He'd been stopped more times than a school bus in the morning. He wasn't the first to beat him. And, you know, like I said before, if the sanctioned belt bodies are not going to do their job and force the best to fight the best, then I'm all for the PBC belt. At least the PBC belt stop us from talking about hypotheticals and fantasy fight, because it's a fantasy fight. If you on the zone, it's a fantasy fight. And somebody on PBC, that's a fantasy fight. So what they doing is this, man. And I know I sound redundant to some people that listen to me, but this got to be said. Okay? What they doing is they create more belts for individual networks to have. The Gold WBA, the Super WBA, the regular WBA. You know what I'm saying? The WBC Diamond, Silver, the Mucha Lucha belt, and all these other belts they creating because they do not want to force the best to fight the best on these networks. They don't want to piss off Al Heyman, and then they don't want to piss off Bab Aram. They want everybody to be happy, so they doing individual network belts anyway. That's what they doing. They doing individual network belts anyway. So people get mad at the PBC belt. The WBO ain't worth a damn neither. A lot of these sanctioned belt bodies ain't bad. At least if they put that PBC belt in, I know, you know what? One thing I know about it, it's going to be a PBC fight. I'm not going to talk about Crawford, not going to talk about Mike, I'm not Mikey, or Jesse Vargas coming back, or Chavez. Like, dude, it kills the narrative of, oh, this can happen. You know, each network should have its belt because they all separated anyway. Now, the WBC and the IBF and the WBO, WBA, they actually order fights to happen. You know what I'm saying? They order fights between PBC, the zone top rank to happen. You know what I'm saying? And don't care about the politics. And if somebody pull out the purse bid or somebody pass up a world championship opportunity and you not concerned, and you and the sanctioned belt bodies ain't concerned about Al getting mad at them for making them look bad or whatever, that's the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? They ordering all these title eliminators and people not fighting for the title eliminator because they know they're going to eventually get a world title shot somewhere or later down the line. If these dudes order title eliminators, man, and I know I'm kind of going off the edge, if they order title eliminators and they pass up for them, they should be dropped from the top 15. Unless they're getting a title shot in another sanction. They should be dropped regardless. If you're going to get a title shot in another sanctioned belt body, bitch, be gone. Seriously. You know, but, you know, you got dudes that they helping out. They making number 2 the mandatory while number 1 got to wait for a title shot. And, like, it makes no sense. They helping dudes that the promoters and the advisors and the managers, you know, are paying under the table to get them easy title shots. You know, if Lomachenko become undisputed, it don't mean shit. Because he didn't go through Devin Haney. Okay? Real talk. That he vacated his belt to Devin Haney. He said it out of his own mouth. He vacated that belt. So you're not undisputed to me until you fight Devin Haney. Like I said, I favor Lomachenko to beat him. But now you go, you know, and I'm done with that. You talk about Tank real quick, right? Tank don't want to fight nobody. I was on the Tank train, and look here, man. You know, people say, oh, you tearing down the brother. I'm not tearing down the brother. Why are you being so negative? This is the reality of it, man. I'm not gonna come on here and be optimistic about bullshit in boxing. See, to people out here today, this is what boxing is supposed to represent. Dude, I grew up in boxing in the 90s and the early 2000s and stuff. That was boxing. Okay? Excuse me if you just came to boxing because your favorite fighter is from your hometown, your home state, or you just stumbled upon boxing to exploit it to make a living off of. Like, dude, I've been supporting boxing and give boxing my money since the 90s. My people's ordering these fights, and I was ordering these fights when I first got a job cutting grass or working at the grocery store. I was supporting these fighters. I've been going to these fights before these dudes had a platform. I've been interviewing these dudes before these dudes had a platform. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking to these fighters before these dudes have a platform. You know what I'm saying? You know, people act like they just pop in and they don't have nothing to talk about. They don't want to talk about their fake dope stories because they're gonna get exposed as being fake or being a snitch or a rat or whatever. Like, dude, I've been doing this boxing thing longer than a lot of these dudes, man. And a lot of these dudes don't have the knowledge. They're exploiting the community. And they selling optimism. Oh, you know, we got the... Ain't nothing to be optimistic about boxing but the prospects. That's it. Ain't nothing to be optimistic but the prospects wanting to fight the best. That's it. You know, but Tank is everything what's wrong with boxing. It's the Mayweather effect. Check my playlist on the Mayweather effect. Maybe I'll drop a video this week on it. Tank don't want to fight nobody. It ain't just Ellaby or Floyd and them. It's his whole team. Calvin know he ain't ready for certain guys. I mean, come on, man. Gamboa, and people trying to resurrect Gamboa after years of tearing Gamboa down when Crawford beat him. He was undefeated. Who was Gamboa? Who was Gamboa? Short Boa. You know what I'm saying? Now they trying to resurrect Gamboa. Man, like I said, dude, Tank don't want to fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? Tank don't take boxing serious. He's starting to take it serious. He's starting to come in, slim down and stuff like that. But you know what? Till you fight somebody, man, you're not going to get no credit from me. I'm tired of him beating up old dudes and 126 pounders and 122 pounders, and he beating up on 130 pounders. Like, motherfuckers tired of that, dog. And you could have fought Devin Haney, and I'm not sure how much the offer was. Well, he for sure turned down $5 million. And then talking about Tevin didn't want to fight for $2 million. Nigga, like, you getting $5 million for a layup. So whatever they offered him to fight to fight Devin, it could have been $20 million. They wasn't gonna send him over there. He don't have no confidence that he can beat Devin. He can take all that tough tone shit. He can talk all that tough shit he talk on the internet behind the computer screen. He ain't confident, and they said, well, he dropped him in sparring. They insinuated that. And that's cool. And that's cool. Then if you dropped him in sparring, you could drop him again. You could put him to sleep. That's how I look at it. If you dropped him before, you can do it again. So, like I said before, both of them dudes was offered. The offers could have been bullshit. When you see them, you got a camera, ask them about the offers. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, response, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellas. We go.